Minutes past 1. Now it's something we still can't believe, but this weekend marks a year since we lost our friend and colleague Lisa Shaw. Lisa, who presented our mid-morning show, was just 44 when she died due to extremely rare complications from the AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. Although the vaccine is thought to have saved about 1 million lives from COVID, concerns about rare blood clots shaped how the vaccine was used around the world, including an alternative being offered to the under-40s in the UK. Lisa wasn't just our friend, she was a mother to Zach and a wife to Gareth. And Gareth sat down for a chat with BBC Radio Newcastle's Anna Foster.
Zach's pretty amazing, and I think anybody who has lost a husband or a partner or a wife and has got kids, young kids, you notice how resilient children are, and they just kind of get on with stuff. And he gets down from time to time, but he very quickly forgets and gets on with stuff. He doesn't really talk about Lisa that much with me. Mm-hmm. He mentions Mammy sometimes, and I talk about her a lot, and he sees me get upset. There are still pictures of his Mammy around the house with him and stuff like that, and she's still obviously very present in his life. And, you know, Lisa's sisters and parents and stuff are very much a part of our lives. I've been very conscious since Lisa died of trying to keep him in the routines that he was used to, and what I don't want him to feel like as if he's different. Yeah. You know, and he is different, albeit there are other children in his year group at school that have lost their mums. So he's not the only one. So I want to keep things as normal as possible for him. So, you know, he goes to school as he goes to school. He goes to his after school clubs. He goes to, do you know what it is? He goes to too many things. And if I'm honest, Lisa left me with a right old faff because she booked him in to play cricket, swimming.
Did you drama?
Gymnastics. He does drama on a Saturday. Beavers. It's like, all right, yeah. So it was hard enough when there was two people to ferry him about. Now, Lisa, you know, I'll leave you to it and you can do it yourself. Yeah. So it's difficult, but I do think him having that routine, that structure, is a big help for him. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing or not, because I've never lost a wife before and had a 7-year-old child who's lost his... I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing. You know, I'm not a religious or spiritual person really at all, but I like to think that I'm being guided a little bit by Lisa and what she would want him to be like. Lisa just said she wanted him to be kind. That was all she wanted him to be, was kind and nice to people, respectful of people, and I'm trying to do that, and, you know, by making sure he's part of his clubs and, you know, and stuff like that at school, and he does well at school. I was at a parents' evening recently, and he's doing good. He's doing all right.
You know, I know people often say this, you know, when somebody's lost somebody, oh, I'm sure she would be proud. Yeah. Would she be proud of how you're doing?
She'd probably have a bit of criticism.
I was going to say, right. That's what I was hoping you'd say.
I am proud, but maybe, you know, you could do something about those weeds in the front garden or something like that. Yeah, I think people do say that, you know, Lisa will be very proud of how you're doing and how Zach's doing and how he's getting on. It's hard to kind of swallow that sometimes and believe it. Yeah. It's like living in the middle of a storm, basically. You live that experience every single day, and it's...
People only see a snapshot of you.
Yeah, so when I'm sniping at him in the morning for him coming downstairs miserable about something at school, it doesn't feel good because I've just told him off. He said to me the other day, "Stop making fun of me, Daddy." Basically, I was just repeating things back to him that he was saying to me in the voice that people do for their kids. You know, like that's the voice that your kids do, you know. And you just think, well, Lisa would have done that. But when you're doing stuff on your own, it's hard because there isn't the other voice to weigh in and offer the other opinion. And there's not... If I'm in a mood with him, you know, Lisa could pick the slack or vice versa. Yeah. Or to offer the other opinion, or like to come in and mediate a little bit. And what I would never want to do is make Zach feel alone in the house because we've argued or something like that. But the house is quiet. There's just the two of us, and, you know, we just get on with our own things, and it's not like it was.
No. And The anniversary thing it's a strange thing, isn't it? Because people say, oh, it's a really difficult week, and of course it's a difficult week and a difficult day, and but the whole week is difficult. But isn't the whole year difficult?
Yeah. There's different dates in the run-up to an anniversary. I think you live the whole year, don't you? You know, the run-up to when it'll be a year, I can vividly remember different days. Lisa had her vaccination on the 29th of April, so that was actually a bigger day in my head than I thought it was going to be, because, you know, that was the day that started what happened to her. But then I can say, right, well, this was the day that she got taken into hospital. This was the day that I last spoke to Lisa. You know, this was the day that the doctors did this, or they told us that. It doesn't feel like a year.
Does it help at all that other people are feeling and are thinking about you?
It's nice to know that people are thinking about you. I know everybody's thinking about us, and I really do appreciate it. And
listeners, you know, people listen to this show now, they send us messages all the time, and whenever we play Kylie, and I'll get messages out of the blue when I go out to events and things, people are asking all the time how you are and how Zach is.
I can't remember what the lady was called, but just after Lisa died, there was one of the listeners sent a message, and it kind of summed everything up. She just said that Lisa was just like a friend, and that's obviously, I think, what a radio presenter would aim to be that person who just talks to the other person at the end of a phone or over a coffee or something, and that's what Lisa was so good at.
Well, that was Lisa's husband, Gareth Eve, there, speaking to Anna Foster about life since losing his wife, Lisa Shaw. And you can hear more from that interview on Anna's show from 3 o'clock this afternoon. Total